It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're just in time for another brave conversation. Our Ingram Skin Sessions are really encouraging us to be brave and also have brave conversations. And on Tuesday, we chatted to Toys with Roots founder Mpumi Motsabi and human potential and parenting expert, a good friend of ours, Nikki, on the importance of encouraging our children to be comfortable in their own skin and also seeing themselves represented in the toys they interact with. I remember just growing up, I've never seen a doll of color, and now there's so many where little girls and little boys can see that in the toys that they play with.
And I think it's so important, Jamie. I mean, just for one, to be able to relate to something or someone, or to identify with someone and something. If you don't have those options, you're forced into this box. So it allows our youngsters and our children to really be brave in their skin and to adopt their really true, unique personality. And that's something I absolutely love from the ground up. It's something that we all could do with, especially when it comes to the growth within us. Now, we continue the conversation today with Princess Bokang doll founder. It's Bokang Mojane Chabalala, who is joining us via call today. Bokang, how are you doing? Are you there?
I'm doing fantastic, guys. I'm quite happy to be here today.
You are a queen. Let me just tell you, you're a queen. I love the fact that your crown can't even fit into frame right now. That is the beauty of it.
Wearing it with pride, I absolutely love it. You look and you feel like the energy that we all need to set us off into the weekend. But let's talk about these incredible dolls you've created, the Princess Bokang dolls, which is available in a very widely and in a diverse range too, but they wear Afrocentric dresses. They have these incredible hairstyles, very similar to yours, braids, afros, it all works. Where did the inspiration come from for this, especially the fact that they are deliberate and it's intentional, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. I mean, we started this about, I think it's more than 5 years ago. And to be honest with you, the whole idea behind it is, you know, I knew one day I'm going to be a mother. And I didn't want to find my own child in the same situation that I've been all my life, whereby you walk into stores and there is no representation. You walk into stores and no doll looks like you. You walk into stores with your little girl and she has to pick an outfit that looks like a princess and it has absolutely nothing. So it's not just the dolls, it's actually the clothing as well, as you can see that is in retail. And the whole idea behind it is, you know, representation matters. The moment you see something that looks like you and it's considered a definition of beauty, a definition of being smart, of success, then you genuinely believe that you can do it as well. And so when I started this, it was definitely with intention. I didn't know whether I'm going to have a boy or a girl. And so we had this, and with my husband, we created a character called Super Shaba after him because he's a footballer. He scored the first goal of the World Cup. With me being a former Miss South Africa, having won a crown, being a girl who comes from a village, I thought it's a beautiful story to share, that you don't need a prince to be a princess. You don't need a prince to get a crown, you know, and the crown is a definition of success and all things that you want in life.
Oh, I love that.
I'm smiling from ear to ear. I can't wait to show my little Luca in a store one day that these Bokang dolls are there. It represents mommy. It represents all the beautiful women out there. But of course, we also extended this conversation onto our social media. We asked our viewers to join the brave conversation too by sharing their stories on how they encourage their children to celebrate diversity. And here is what some of them had to say. Now, we had Nicoletta Mwatlodi that said, I taught my daughter to embrace diversity and to never judge a person by the color of their skin and to appreciate all races and diversities. I'm raising my daughter to be compassionate and kind-hearted. I also encourage my daughter to have a diverse network of friends and to always be open to allowing people of all races and color into her life. I want my daughter to grow up in a world of humanity, equality, and peace. And I want her to embrace everyone with love, kindness, and empathy, and to be educated on how terrible racism is.
Wow.
Wow. Bokang, do you have anything to add to that?
That's good. I think it's quite important, really, you know, for people of all races to teach their kids in terms of acceptance and loving everyone irrespective of, you know, their race. And I think it boils down to the parents because children hardly really care, you know, what race a person is. But I think how you bring up the kids at home, the home environment really matters. And I mean, being somebody who's raising a son and a daughter, I have so many things that I have to share with my children in order for them to be able to appreciate everyone, irrespective of, you know, the color of their skin or their culture as well, which is quite important, religion. So I think, especially being South Africans, you know, diversity has to be the center of what we teach our children, most definitely.
No,
I love that. And speaking of diversity, I think it relates very well to this next comment. We've got another one from Shanae Wiyanda Estrace, who says, my kids are mixed race, so I encourage them to appreciate all sides of their family and to try and learn about each race. I'm white and my husband is half colored and half Japanese. My kids are exposed to all kinds of culture and diversity, and I teach them to be understanding and accepting of all backgrounds. Now, I really like this. I don't know what your thoughts on this. I'm sure you've got good things to say.
Bukang, Shanae also had a question for you this morning. She says, my daughter is 9 years old and she realizes that she looks different to everyone else. And I try to help her understand that she's special and not everyone is the same. So what can I do to make her more comfortable and love her own skin? And this is where you come in.
Dude, I think there's nothing as important as a parent telling you how enough you are, how beautiful you are. I mean, I'm a girl who grew up in a village, and if you know anything about the Black communities, is that the darker you are, the more you are not regarded as beautiful. So I had to grow up in a society that said girls who are as dark-skinned as I am are not beautiful. And I remember my father would call me Boki Special, the most beautiful girl in the world. So I grew up with that kind of affirmation from my own parents, believing in me, thinking I'm beautiful, telling me I'm beautiful, telling me I'm enough. And so I just want to say to her as a mother, I know it might seem oftentimes that you're not doing enough, but you are. So keep reaffirming her, keep reminding her, you know, that she is beautiful, she is enough, and that she's amazing.
You are amazing, Bukang.
Yeah.
As always, so good to connect with you. Queen, thank you so much for inspiring us and also inspiring a generation to look beyond that and just seeing representation in everything that you do. So thank you so, so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, what an absolute beautiful bunch of energy right there. Now,
love it.
this brave conversation isn't over yet. You can tell us how you encourage your children to celebrate diversity, and you can reply to the competition post on Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and include that hashtag, Your Skin, Your Brave, and you can stand a chance to win a R1,000 voucher with Ingrams. Now, this week's competition closes today at midday. Your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, so what are you waiting for? Hurry up, get entering. It's a goodie.
Nourish your skin with Ingram's tissue oil and rich body care range for 48-hour rich moisture. Ingrams, your skin, your brave.